Hi guys, I'm excited to introduce to you a really great feature of Zoom, which is Breakout Rooms, which really allows you to get your participants to have some social learning. This is where a lot of the learning happens. This is where people connect the dots, people discuss things. This is where it really implants for great retention afterwards. So here's where we first start. You go to your Zoom profile, and very simply, you're going to scroll down to here where it says Account Management. So we click on this. That email, and in there is account settings. Now this is a long list and you may have to scroll down quite far, so let me keep scrolling. So it's around about halfway down on my machine. Of course, now I need to go find it. And you're going to enable your breakout rooms, okay? This is where a lot of people say to me, I can't see the breakout rooms icon. This is why. You're going to very simply make sure that this is selected. It's in blue, okay, which allows hosts to split meeting participants into separate, smaller rooms. Great. Okay, now very simply what we have to do is go into our Zoom room. All right, here I am in my Zoom room. I can put my video back on now. Start my video. Okay, and you'll notice the very bottom of the screen here, it says Breakout Rooms. You can see a few copies of me because I have my kids' 2 iPhones logged in because we want to create this with a group. So you're going to see here an icon that says Breakout Rooms. So very simply, you're going to click on this. Here is where you have 2 choices. You can, we go to options here. We can allow participants to choose a room. We can automatically move all assignments into breakout rooms, which just disperse them everywhere. And you can have them close automatically after a certain amount of minutes. So let's say, for example, you told them that they're going to work on a project for 3 minutes. You can change this to 30 minutes. And then the really cool part is you set a countdown timer. Why is this useful? Because if they're in a really great conversation, they're really engaged, you want to give them time to say, oh, let's wrap up the conversation. How can we deepen this later? Let's connect later. Okay, so you'll make the opportunities here. So here I'm going to automatically, I'm going to assign people. So I'm going to assign this person to this room, and then I'm going to add another room, and I'm going to assign this person to this room, and then I'm going to open all rooms. Okay, let me just move my screen here so you can see this. Okay, now you'll notice here, it tells everyone they have to go and join. So this is a great way of finding out if indeed people are participating or they just have your session running in the background. So I'm going to go make sure now everyone will have received an invite that states, join breakout room. Elevate is inviting you to join room 2. So I'm going to go ahead and join on both of these phones, joining. So you can see Jack is now in room 2. And that's Ella Humphrey's iPhone is in room 2. And you'll see there's only me appearing on the screen. Bit of an old screenshot there, don't tell anyone. Okay. Now you'll also notice in this particular box here, I can broadcast a message to all, which means it might be halfway mark, you're telling people, or a really great thing to do is say, just a reminder that, okay, you can also go into these rooms yourself. This is a really great tool. If you want to just check in with the room, make sure you're there to answer any questions, which is a really great thing to do anyway as a facilitator. So let me go and join Ella's iPhone in room 2. Yes, I want to join that. Taking its sweet time, but you'll notice now I am in room 2 with the other me. I can have a conversation, I can check in, I can answer any questions. And at the very bottom here, if I move the screen here, at the bottom right, it says leave the room. So as soon as I'm ready, I can go, great, carry on your conversation, wonderful. And then I very simply, oops, I can't grab my screen. Come on screen, here we go. And I very simply click on leave the room, and I can do that, leave breakout room, okay? And then I go back to the main room here. Now, will this open? Okay, beautiful. Go back to my breakout room. So now I'm at the point where actually I want to bring them out early. So I very simply can click on close all rooms. And you'll notice here for the settings that we made before, but the breakout room is going to close in so many seconds. So we'll leave that to happen so I can show you exactly how people come to the room. And if you imagine, this is a really great way of enabling people to imagine that they are actually in rooms in a classroom live experience. So as they return back, you can say, welcome back. So it's almost like they're walking back into the room. Welcome back. We're so glad you came back. How was your conversations? They won't all come back at once. People can actually come back early. So even though they've got this 60 seconds, so it says on the other phones here, it'll say, you'll be returned automatically to the session in 21 seconds, or you can leave now. So as people start coming back, you can say, yay. And then the last people to come back is a great terminology to be able to say, sounds like you're having really great conversations, which opens up the discussion, which is a really great piece to have. So let's have the breakout rooms closed. I can show you what that looks like. There we go. I'll close that tab and everybody's back, which is just wonderful. Yeah, and you can go in and out of these breakout rooms, right? If I click on breakout rooms again here, you'll notice that you also have a recreate. Okay, now this is the initial option that you have where you can assign automatically. So let's say you've got a room of 20 people and I want to change it to 5 breakout rooms. Zoom does that for you into all the different breakout rooms. You can also let them choose a room, and this might be because one particular room is discussing this topic, this particular room is discussing this topic, and everyone gets to choose. This is a really great way of doing it if you're hosting one big event that has lots of different topics. Okay, so you would very simply let them choose a room, assign manually as we did before, or assign automatically. And here it will show you how many participants it's going to put in the room. And as you can see from mine, I only have 2 people. So that is how you use breakout rooms. I hope that's really useful for you, and I look forward to hearing all your successes using Zoom's breakout rooms.